Assalamu alaikum. This is Sadia Abdul Qadir, your maths teacher. Welcome to the program. Right, so how are you all? Doing very well, Alhamdulillah. And what are we doing since past few lessons? हम theorems का chapter कर रहे हैं. We have done a lot of theorems. We have proved them. We have applied them in different situations. Today, inshallah, we are going to follow the same pattern. We are going to prove some theorems and we are going to do the applications of some theorems. कुछ theorems जो हमने पिछले कुछ lessons में cover किए थे, we are going to apply them today in different examples. But before that, we need to prove one of the theorems that is left in our course outline. Okay. The learning outcomes for today, first of all, it says by the end of the lesson, you should be able to prove the following theorem, and it is if in the correspondence of two right angled triangles, the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are congruent to the hypotenuse and the corresponding side of the other, then the triangles are congruent. दोबारा हमने दो triangles का ही prove करना है कि they are congruent, and what sort of triangles are these, what do we have to prove, what's given, that's we are going to look at. Okay. The next is apply theorems to solve different problems. As I said कि कुछ problems आपको दी हुई होंगी and you have to apply theorems to solve those problems. We'll start with the proof of the theorem, and it is, I'm going to read it again for you. If in the correspondence of two right angled triangles, the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle, the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are congruent to the hypotenuse and the corresponding side of the other, then the triangles are congruent. So, what is given to us? First of all, the correspondence of two triangles. And what sort of triangles are these? They are the right angle triangles. It says the correspondence of two right angle triangles, and in those two right angle triangles, the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are congruent to the hypotenuse and the corresponding side of the other. That's what which is given to us. So, let's give name to these triangles. Let one of the triangle be triangle ABC and the other triangle be triangle DEF. As you can see in the figure, हम क्या करते हैं, जो statement होती है इससे पहले हम ये देखते हैं given क्या है, and then according to that we draw the figures. So, if you look at the figure, we can have two right angle triangles. One of them is ABC, the other one is DEF. तो दोनों right angle triangles हैं यहाँ पे. Right angle triangles का मतलब क्या है कि दोनों में एक angle 90 degree का must होगा. Out of three angles, one angle is a 90 degree angle, one angle is a right angle. So, over here I have taken angle B as a right angle, and over here I have taken angle E as a right angle. So, both are 90 degrees, both are equal in measure. I can say that in the triangle ABC, in correspondence to triangle DEF. Now again, when we are doing the correspondence, when we are writing the correspondence, हमें बहुत ज़्यादा careful रहना पड़ेगा कि हम order क्या ले रहे हैं. मैंने यहाँ B और E जो है वो right angles लिए हैं. So in my correspondence that I am taking, I should have B and E the corresponding angles of each other in the triangle. So if I take ABC in correspondence with triangle DEF, does B associate to angle E? Yes, it does. And both of them are right angles. This is also given to us. So, I have taken angle B congruent to angle E. Why? They are right angles. Then it says the right angles, the hypotenuse and one side of a triangle are congruent to the hypotenuse and corresponding sides of the other. अगर statement में आप देखें तो आपको congruency किस चीज़ की बताई हुई है? hypotenuse की और one of the sides की, corresponding sides की. angles की बात नहीं होती. But since we know they are right angle triangles, so दोनों में एक एक angle तो right angle हो गई, इसलिए हमने यह खुद से लिख दिया. Now the hypotenuse. अब hypotenuse क्या होता है right angle triangle में? Whatever right angle you have, whatever right angled triangle you है, आपके पास जो भी right angled triangle होता है, उसमें right angle की opposite side जो होती है उस triangle में, राइट एंगल की ऑपोजिट साइड होती है जो दैट्स द हाइपोटेन्यूज। तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि इन दिस ट्राइंगल ABC, AC is your hypotenuse and that is opposite to the right angle. Yes, so whatever side is opposite to the right angle, and this is actually the longest side in the right angle triangle. ये just for your information. Okay, again if you look at this DEF, this side opposite to angle E is DF, and this is your hypotenuse, and this is DF is the longest side of the triangle DEF. We are given that the hypotenuse of one triangle is congruent to the hypotenuse of the other triangle, and do they come in the corresponding CA and DF? CA, अच्छा अब यहाँ पे अगर आप CA ले रहे हैं order, so you'll have to take FD here. Remember we talked about order, ठीक है, दोनों एक दूसरे के corresponding sides भी हैं, तो CA is congruent to FD. That's also is given to us. Hypotenuse and one side of one triangle, तो hypotenuse और हम क्या ले रहे हैं, ये वाली साइड ले रहे हैं, AB के corresponding side क्या होगी, obviously that's DE. So AB की corresponding side है DE, and this is also which is given to us that it's they are congruent, AB congruent to DE. Alright, now what do we have to prove? We have to prove, see what's here, then the triangles are congruent. That is, we have to prove that the triangle ABC and the triangle DEF, they are congruent triangles. What do you mean by congruent triangles? Yes, सारे angles एक triangle के उसके corresponding जो दूसरे triangle में उसके corresponding angles हैं उनके congruent होंगे, and all the sides of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding sides of the other triangle. ठीक है, that is दोनों triangle बिल्कुल बराबर हैं. अच्छा जी, this is what we have to prove. Now, before coming to the proof, if you look at what is given to us again, this side and this side, they are congruent. ठीक है, this side and this side, these are the hypotenuses, they are congruent, and we know that these two angles are congruent. जब हमें correspondence दी हुई होती है, हमें triangles की congruency prove करनी होती है, usually हम क्या कर रहे होते हैं कि दो triangles का correspondence लेते हैं and we see कि उसमें कोई भी postulate या कोई भी theorem apply हो रहा है या नहीं. अभी तक हमने क्या क्या डिस्कस किया, वी हैव डन लाइक SAS postulate, साइड एंगल साइड postulate, इसमें टू साइड्स एंड द इंक्लूडेड एंगल शुड बी कॉन्ग्रेंट. दो ट्राइंगल्स के कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग्स में टू साइड्स एंड द इंक्लूडेड एंगल शुड बी कॉन्ग्रेंट टू द कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग टू साइड्स एंड द इंक्लूडेड एंगल ऑफ द अदर. तो दो साइड्स तो कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स इक्वल हैं, लेकिन इनके इंक्लूडेड एंगल तो ये होगा, ये तो हमें गिवन ही नहीं है कि कॉन्ग्रेंट है, तो हम वहाँ अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते. दूसरा था हमारे पास जो हमने लास्ट टाइम ये थ्योरम किया था गैस, उसमें था कि two angles in one side are congruent to the corresponding two angles in one side of the other. वो भी हम अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते, हमें सिर्फ एक ही एंगल का पता है. ठीक है, तो अब हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, जैसे कि हम पिछले थ्योरम्स में ये चीज़ करते आए हैं, whenever the given data is not enough, we need to make some alterations in the figure. फिगर में कुछ हमें चेंजेस करनी पड़ती हैं, और वो क्या चेंजेस, then when we are making the changes we'll have to be very smart कि हम इस तरह से चेंजेस करें कि वो हमें फ्यूचर में जाके हेल्प करें in proving the congruency of the triangles. So let's see what construction we'll do here. Look at this construction. Alright, produce FE, this side FE to point L. We have produced FE to the point L such that EL is congruent to BC. क्या क्या है, FE को इतना प्रोड्यूस किया है पॉइंट L तक कि EL और BC जो है वो congruent हो गए. And join points D and L. इन दोनों को ज्वाइन कर लिया. We have got another triangle now. See, ये ट्राइंगल आ गया आपके पास, और आपने कंस्ट्रक्शन इस तरह से की है कि आपके पास BC और EL कॉन्ग्रेंट हो गए, एंड यू हैव गॉट अ ट्राइंगल दैट इज दिस EDL. नाउ यस, वी कैन मेक यूज ऑफ दिस ट्राइंगल, वी कैन मेक यूज ऑफ द गिवन डेटा, और दोनों की सपोर्ट से हम प्रूफ की तरफ बढ़ेंगे. ठीक है, ऑल राइट, लेट्स यूज दिस. ओके, राइट, नाउ what do we start off with first? If you look at this major angle DEF, plus major angle DEL is equals to 180 degrees. क्यों? देखिए, angles on a straight line, they are supplementary angles sharing one common vertex. ठीक है, angles on a straight line sharing one common vertex, that's E in this case. They are supplementary angles, and what are supplementary angles? They sum up to 180 degrees. So I can say that DEF plus DEL is 180 degrees. But we also know that DEF, this, is a right angle. What do you mean by this? Right angle would mean this is equal to 90 degrees. So if the sum of these two angles is 180 degrees, one of them is 90 degrees, what's the other one? Obviously 90 degree again. So if DEF is equals to 90 degree, angle DEL would also be equal to 90 degrees. ठीक है, रीजंस से आप देखें, हमें रीजंस की तरफ भी गौर करना पड़ेगा. ये हमने क्यों लिखी थी स्टेटमेंट? बिकॉज दे आर सप्लीमेंट्री एंगल्स. नाउ इफ वन ऑफ देम इज 90 डिग्रीज तो दूसरा भी 90 डिग्रीज होगा. वन ऑफ देम इज 90, दैट्स गिवन टू अस. सो फ्रॉम दीज टू वी कैन से कि मेजर एंगल DEL इज इक्वल्स टू 90 डिग्रीज. अच्छा, अब वाई डू वी नीड टू डू दिस? क्योंकि हम क्या करने वाले हैं कि हम DEL और ABC का कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस लेने वाले हैं. तो हमारे पास कुछ तो एक तो हमें मालूम है कि BC जो है वो EL के कॉन्ग्रेंट है. हमारी कंस्ट्रक्शन थी. एक एंगल भी होना चाहिए हमारे पास. AB और DE कॉन्ग्रेंट है, गिवन है. B और ये वाला एंगल कॉन्ग्रेंट हो गए, DEL, ये भी हमने प्रूव कर दिया. BC और EL कॉन्ग्रेंट है, कंस्ट्रक्शन है. तो साइड एंगल साइड, side angle side, two sides and the included angle, two sides and the included angle are congruent. What does it mean? Come on. अच्छा जी, ऐसे ही orally बता दिया. Maybe you are confused. Let's look at this now. Okay. In triangle ABC, this is what I was saying. In correspondence with triangle DEL, again you'll have to be careful in taking the correspondence. हमारे पास AB और DE congruent हैं, तो इस तरह से लेंगे कि ये साइड्स और ये एंगल्स जो हमारे पास कॉन्ग्रेंट है, हमें मालूम है, एक दूसरे से एसोसिएट करें, एक दूसरे से लिंक करें, एक दूसरे से रिलेट करें. सो ABC, ट्राइंगल ABC इन कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस इन ट्राइंगल DEL. अभी मैंने क्या बताया था आपको? BC कॉन्ग्रेंट टू EL. द रीजन इज दिस इज आवर कंस्ट्रक्शन. एंगल ABC कॉन्ग्रेंट टू एंगल DEL. रीजन ईच इक्वल टू 90 डिग्रीज. AB कॉन्ग्रेंट टू DE. Reason, it's given to us. All right, so triangle ABC, according to the SAS postulate, side angle side postulate, क्या हो गया? Proof that the triangle ABC is congruent to the triangle DEL. ठीक है, ये triangle और ये वाला ट्राइंगल दे आर कॉन्ग्रेंट. दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव प्रूव्ड. अब इससे कुछ रिजल्ट्स डिड्यूस करेंगे जो कि हमें फर्दर हेल्प करें जब हम ABC और DEF का कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस लें. हमें लेना है ना ABC और DEF का कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस, उनको कॉन्ग्रेंसी प्रूव करने के लिए. ठीक है जी, अभी हमने क्या किया? हमने प्रूव कर लिया है कि ट्राइंगल ABC ट्राइंगल DEL कॉन्ग्रेंट हैं. ऑलराइट, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट this angle, angle C and angle L, they are corresponding angles of the congruent triangles. ABC और DEL था ना, तो C और L जो corresponding angles है, so they must be congruent. The reason would be corresponding angles of congruent triangle. But what do we see here? We see that, अच्छा नहीं, इससे पहले वो वाला रिजल्ट यूज़ करने से पहले एक और चीज़ देखते हैं. एंगल C और एंगल L जो है कॉन्ग्रेंट हो गए, कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स ऑफ कॉन्ग्रेंट ट्राइंगल्स. अच्छा, CA और DL ये भी कॉन्ग्रेंट हो गए. क्यों? अगेन कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स ऑफ कॉन्ग्रेंट ट्राइंगल इन दिस केस. ऑलराइट, तो ये कुछ रिजल्ट्स हमने डिड्यूस किए अपने कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस जो थी उसकी कॉन्ग्रेंसी को प्रूव करने के बाद. नाउ why do we need this? This is what we are going to share after this short break. Stay with us. जी welcome back. Let's continue with the proof of theorem that we were doing just now. We were at this point. हमने कहा कि angle C, this might confuse you. Alright, so angle C is congruent to angle A. The reason is corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Then you have CA congruent to LD. The reason is again corresponding sides of the congruent triangle, CA and LD. Now why do we need to do this? Look at this. CA is congruent to LD. This is what we have just proved. But according to the given condition, अभी हमने देखा था CA is congruent to FD. This is what which is given to us. So LD and FD, both of them are congruent to CA. They must be congruent to each other's. Two things congruent to one common thing, that is those two different things are actually the same, they are congruent. So we can write LD is congruent to FD. Where is LD? Where is FD? This LD is congruent to FD. ठीक है? Now, next, in triangle DLF, this triangle, the bigger one, ये वाले triangle की मैं बात कर रही हूँ अभी. This triangle DLF, in this triangle, if this side is congruent to this side, तो जब दो congruent sides होती हैं तो उसके opposite angles भी congruent होते हैं. So if I write FD congruent to LD, then इसके opposite angle angle F है and इसके opposite angle angle L है. I am talking about this bigger triangle. सही है? अच्छा, जब ये दोनों sides congruent हो गई तो ये दोनों angles भी congruent होंगे. That is, we can write angle F is congruent to angle L. Alright, but angle C is congruent to angle I. This is what we have just proved. ये वाली चीज़ I am talking about this. हमने triangle DLF जो बड़ा वाला triangle है, हमने ये देखा कि angle F is congruent to angle L. क्यों? क्योंकि जब दो sides congruent है उसके opposite angles भी congruent होंगे. अच्छा, लेकिन angle C और angle L congruent है इन दोनों triangles का जब correspondings लिया था ABC और DEL का. Again the same thing. Two different angles are congruent to one single angle, angle L. That is, these two angles are actually congruent to each other. That is, angle C is congruent to angle F, or you can say angle F is congruent to angle C. This and this. See, eventually we are coming to these two triangles. हमने ये DEL और ABC का correspondence लेके इन दोनों को congruent prove किया. फिर उनके results से हमने इन दोनों angles को congruent prove कर लिया है. Angle C is congruent to angle F. Alright. अच्छा, अब हम देखते हैं कि हमारे पास enough data है इन दोनों triangles की correspondence लेने के लिए या नहीं. ABC और DEF, that is our ultimate target to prove that they are congruent. Angle C और angle F congruent हैं. AC और DF congruent हैं. Angle B और angle E congruent हैं. AB और DE congruent हैं. We have a lot of things. हम correspondence ले सकते हैं. Alright, so let's do it. Triangle ABC in correspondence with triangle DEF. Okay. AB is congruent to DE. It's given to us. Angle ABC is congruent to angle DEF. ABC is congruent to angle DEF. Given है. Angle C is congruent to angle F. This is we have just proved a side and two angles. जो कि हम आपसे स्टार्ट में बात करी थी कि दो angles और एक side भी congruent है किसी एक triangle की, उसके corresponding sides और angle दूसरे triangle के अगर दोनों congruent हैं, then the triangles will be congruent. SAA, side, a side and two angles of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding side and two angles of the other triangle, then the triangles are congruent. This is what we had to prove and this is what we have just proved. Okay? Alright, target achieved. Theorem prove हो गया. हमने क्या किया? सबसे पहले स्टेटमेंट को देखा, we found out हमें क्या गिवन है, उससे हमने फिगर ड्रॉ किया, उसके बाद हमने ये देखा कि प्रूफ क्या करना है. Then we found out that we needed some constructions. We did the constructions and based on those constructions, step by step हम proof की तरफ बढ़ते गए and we have proved it. I hope it was clear to you. Alright, and you know, if you have any confusion, you can always call me and the number, it will appear on your screen. you can take the number. Any confusions, do call me and ask any question related to this topic, please. Right. As I said कि हमारे पास आज theorems की applications भी हैं, but not necessarily this theorem that we have just done. The applications are actually based on the theorem that we have previously done. जो हम करते रहे, अभी चार lessons हो चुके हैं हमारे, तो उनमें हमने different theorems किए, उनकी applications यहाँ हैं. Example 1, it says, in the given figure, ABC is a triangle, ABC is a triangle, and AB is parallel to FD. Alright. ABC is a triangle, AB is parallel to FD. Find the values of X, Y and Z. अच्छा, parallel lines की जहाँ बात आती है, हमने क्या कहता है, when the two lines are parallel, the alternate angles so formed are congruent. The alternate angles वाला theorem किया था ना हमने, when the two lines are parallel, the alternate angles are congruent. अब जब यहाँ parallel line की बात आई है, we'll see कि alternate angles वाला theorem हम apply कर सकते हैं या नहीं. Another thing, ABC is a triangle. We have some angles given. हमने angles of a triangle का भी theorem prove किया है. And what was that? The interior of angles of a triangle, they sum up to 180 degrees. And what will be the interior angles of these triangles? This one, and this one. So they should sum up to 180 degrees. एक चीज़ से मुझे बहुत यहाँ से ही बहुत आसानी से clear हो रही है कि if ABC is a triangle, this and this, they should sum up to 180 degrees. This is what we have proved in one of the theorems. तो दो angles given है, the third one is unknown. Yes, I can do that. I can write 60 degrees plus 50 degrees plus x degrees, alright, is equals to what? 180 degrees. And the reason is कि ये तीनों angles का sum 180 degrees है, interior angles हैं तीनों. I can now say that x is equal to, first अगर मैं x degrees ही लिखूँ, 60 at 50, come on, it's 110, and 180 minus 110 degrees, it gives you x is equal to 70 degrees. Okay, one of the angles is here. X is 70 degrees. ये तो हमने calculate कर लिया. अच्छा जी, this is done. Now y and z are left. Alright, as I said, parallel lines wala. AB and FD. Look at it carefully. AB is parallel to FD. AB, and this can be the transversal intersecting these two parallel lines. This can be the transversal. Okay. Two lines intersected by transversal, alternate angles are formed. What are alternate angles are formed? अगर मैं इसको भी थोड़ा सा extend करके आपको बताऊँ तो one of them is here, one of vertex ये रहा और दूसरे का vertex opposite vertex होगा. One should be on one side of the transversal, one should be on the other side of the transversal. So can I say that x and y, they are alternate angles? ये वाले x और y, x is this, y is this, है ना, alternate angles है ना. And what are alternate angles? They are congruent. So I can write x is equals to y. Why? The reason would be that they are alternate angles and they are always congruent. तो यहाँ पे क्योंकि values की बात हो रही है तो I'll write use the equal to sign. What was x equal to? X is equal to 70 degrees. So y would also be equal to 70 degrees. Done. X भी हो गया, y भी हो गया. What's left? Z. Alright, so if you look at Z, again we have done another theorem, and that was when the two lines intersect each other, when they intersect each other, there are some angles formed. क्या नाम था? Come on quickly. G. Vertical angles. जिनका common vertex हो लेकिन opposite arms हो उनके. So this and this, they will be the vertical angles, this and this, they will be the vertical angles. So can I use this theorem here? Can I apply this theorem here in some way? So if I consider this line, मुझे वो वाली दो लाइंस कंसिडर करनी पड़ेंगी जो कि z बना रही हैं, ठीक है, रिमेंबर दैट. सो z इज फॉर्म बाय, z का एक आर्म तो ये रहा एंड द अदर आर्म इज दिस, यही है ना. सो आई कैन कंसिडर दिस लाइन, है ना, ये वाली और ये वाली. यू हैव टू बी गुड ऑब्जर्वेंट ताकि आप अच्छी से ऑब्जर्व कर सकें. ये दो लाइंस एक दूसरे को इंटरसेक्ट कर रही हैं, वर्टिकल एंगल्स कौन से होंगे, ये दोनों और दिस वन विच इज़ z एंड दिस होल, क्योंकि ये दोनों आर्म्स आने चाहिए. सो आई होप दैट यू गॉट इट कि यहाँ पे z क्या होगा. आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर इट विथ यू आफ्टर अ शॉर्ट ब्रेक. स्टे ट्यून्ड. ठीक है ये. हाँ तो एक हम होम असाइनमेंट दे देंगे, वो तो प्रॉब्लम एक. अच्छा हाँ. Welcome back, and we are applying some of the theorems and some problems that are given to us. और मैंने आपसे कहा था कि आपको यकीनन समझ में आ गया होगा कि z is equal to which angle. Alright, so this angle z is equal to this whole angle, and this whole angle, as you can see, is a sum of two different angles and they are y and 50 degrees. समझ में आ रहा है ना. So z is equal to 50 degrees. I am writing it as 50 plus y. Okay, and the reason is vertical angles. I'm trying to fit in here only, which looks bad. Okay, so z is equals to 50 plus y. We know that y is equals to, we have just calculated, y is 70 degrees. Okay, so z is equal to what? Yes, you're right, z is equals to 120 degrees, which is what we had to find out. So we have achieved our target. We had to find x, y and z, and here we are. हमने देखिए एक ही प्रॉब्लम में we have applied three different theorems. एक था sum of angles in a triangle, sum of interior angles in a triangle 180 degrees, two parallel lines cut by transversal, alternate angles are congruent, two lines intersecting each other, vertical angles are congruent. Okay, so three different theorems have been applied in the same problem. Let's move on to the next one. In the given figure, find the value of x. Okay, again, this is what, which is x. अब again, हम वहाँ से start लेते हैं जहाँ से हमें लगता है कि हमें थोड़ा बहुत जो हमारे target की तरफ पहुँचने में help मिल रही हो. If you look at this triangle, आपको इसमें दो angles given है, 50 and 30 degrees. The third angle is left. Yes, come on. अब मैं क्या करूँगी? I am going to do it directly क्योंकि मैंने आपको काफ़ी डिटेल में first example में समझा दिया. 50 at 30 is 80 degrees. Sum of these triangle is 180 degrees. What should be the third one? Come on. Yes, that's 100 degrees. अच्छा. Again, these two lines intersecting each other. These two lines intersecting each other. These angles are vertically opposite angles, ये वाला और ये वाला, ठीक है. If this is 100 degrees, this should also be 100 degrees. तो ये वाला एंगल जो आपके पास, ये भी हो गया 100 degrees, ठीक है. Now consider this much. I'm considering this part. Okay, this is 20 degrees. This is 100 degrees. This is x which is unknown. अच्छा, अब यहाँ पे दो तरह से फाइंड कर सकते हैं. If you consider this triangle, तो इस triangle में दो एंगल्स गिवन है, थर्ड इज अननोन. आप इन दोनों को ऐड करके 180 से सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे, you will get 60 degrees. और फिर ये स्ट्रेट लाइन है, टू एंगल्स या सप्लीमेंट्री, ये 60 degrees है. Supplementary angles mean sum is 180 degrees. One of them is 60, the other should be 120. The other way, this is an exterior angle of a triangle. Remember, these two are opposite interior angles, and the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of, yes, sum of opposite, ये भी हमने एक theorem की है, sum of opposite interior angles. Okay, so exterior angle is x and the opposite interior angles are 100 plus 20 degrees. So x should be equal to 120 degrees. और मैंने आपको क्या बताया कि अगर आप sum of angles in a triangle वाला concept use करें उससे भी find कर सकते हैं. There is no one single way of doing it. You can apply different methods, but you'll have to be sure कि आप कोई valid theorem का ही apply कर रहे हैं, अपनी तरफ से कोई नया theorem नहीं ईजाद कर रहे हैं. Right, okay. The third one, I guess you should, this is something very very simple. यहाँ भी congruency वाली चीज़ apply हो रही है. These signs represent कि ये sides equal हैं. Now, I am leaving it for you as the home assignment. I am going to move on to the next one. This is what you have to do. देख लें गौर से इसको, ठीक है. Measure angle 1 की आपको मैं find करनी है value. Now the fourth one. अच्छा, a fourth one, if you look at this, I'll give you a hint here. Yes, in the given figure below, PQ is parallel to ST. This is PQ, this is ST. They are parallel. Again, parallel हैं. Find measure angle P, measure angle Q and measure angle R. अच्छा, they are parallel. This can be the transversal. This is your angle Q. These two are which angles? Come on. Yes. They are alternate angles and alternate angles are congruent. So, angle Q is equal to what? कितना देखो, देखें clear था. You didn't have to do any working, you didn't have to do any calculations. Alright, so angle Q तो आ गया. Now, P and R are left. Okay, so if you look at this, again these two are parallel lines. This is the transversal. And if you consider these two lines, ये वाली दोनों लाइन है, तो ये और ये vertically opposite angles हैं, S and 133 degrees. तो अगर ये 130 degrees है तो S भी 130 degrees होगा. Sorry, 133, not 130. ठीक है, ये भी 133 degrees होगा. Now two parallel lines and cut by a transversal. तो ये जो angles होते हैं, interior angles जो ये वाले दोनों होते हैं, they're actually supplementary. Again, supplementary mean they sum up to 180 degrees. So I can write 133 degrees plus measure angle P is 180 degrees. Supplementary है, and you can find out measure angle P from here. Measure angle P भी आ जाएगा. Clear hint, बस you just have to calculate. What is left? Angle R. Only this is left. अच्छा, अब look at this. ये दोनों लाइनें, they are crossing each other. 37 and this angle T. They are vertically opposite angles. आपको चाहिए R. अच्छा जी, अब R कैसे find करेंगे? If you look at this line, ये और ये they are supplement. मैं सिर्फ hint दे देती हूँ, you do the calculations. ये दोनों supplementary angles हैं. So if this is 130 degrees, what will be this? Subtract करें 180 से, लिख दें. Then these three, they are angles in a triangle, they sum up to 180 degrees. If you know these two, you can find the third one, that's R. ठीक है? So I'm leaving it up to you ताकि आप calculate करें जल्दी से and you write down the answers. ये बहुत simple है, 47 degrees, yes, or now you do the calculations. I'm leaving it for you. That's it. The applications are done. आपने देखा एक ही problem है, it's not necessary कि आप बहुत सारी applications हो रही हो. Sorry, एक ही theorem apply हो रहा हो. There can be so many theorems which can be applicable in one single problem, in one single example. The multiple choice questions finally. Number 1. In the given figure, angle 4 is the vertical angle of angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 or angle 5. Find out that angle 4, बस देखिए और आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. Angle 4 is the vertical angle of which angle out of these? Next, in the given figure, the value of y is, this is y, the value of y is option A 50 degrees, option B 60 degrees, option C 70 degrees and option D 120 degrees. which one of these is the correct option. Look at this again, application of theorems. Third one, in the given figure the value of x is, again another application, the value of x is a 60 degrees, आपको फिगर को गौर से देखना है, b 70 degrees, c 120 degrees and d 130 degrees. See which one of them is correct, find out, send us the answers at 6969, and this is the time to take a leave. See you next week, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.